Hello students, so this is the 18th video and also the last video of module 1 of computer organization. So module 1 is machine instructions and programs. So till now we have seen what are the different types of instructions which can be used in order to execute the given program. So and also what are the addressing modes, different addressing modes we are used. So many things we have seen in this unit. Now coming to the last topic, encoding of the machine instructions. So how we are going to encode these machine instructions? So to be executed in a processor, an instruction must be encoded in a binary pattern. Such encoded instructions are referred to as machine instructions. So whatever instructions which we have seen till now, so that has to be converted into machine understandable language. So that machine understandable language is in binary pattern, that is it only consists of zeros and ones. So those instructions has to be encoded in either zeros or ones. So such encoded instructions are referred to as machine instructions. The instructions that use symbolic names and acronyms are called as assembly language instructions. So symbolic names they may use, or they may use some of the acronyms. So these type of instructions they are called as assembly language instructions. Addition, subtraction, move, shift, rotate and branch instructions may use operands of different sizes such as 32-bit and 8-bit numbers. So let us examine some typical cases. So the instruction add R1 comma R2, if we consider it as an example, has to specify the register R1 and R2 in addition to the opcode. Opcode is nothing but operational code. So here, if the processor has 16 registers, then 4 bits are needed to identify each register. Additional bits are needed to indicate that the register addressing mode is used for each operand. So what type of instruction it is, what type of registers it is using, how many registers it is using, how these registers are being identified, and everything has to be included in the opcode. So this opcode also it consists of additional information of the registers which are being used. Additional bits are needed to indicate that the register addressing modes are used for each operand. So in this add R1 comma R2. So in next instruction, move 24 of R0 comma R5 requires 16 bits to denote the opcode and the two registers, and some bits to express that the source operand uses the index addressing mode and that the index value is 24. So here in this move instruction we have seen that 24 comma R0 it specifies the index addressing mode. So in the opcode we need to specify what type of addressing mode it has used, that is index addressing mode, and that the index value also we need to specify. The index value is 24 here. So how these will be included in the opcode we have to see. In all these examples, the instructions can be encoded in a 32-bit word. So 32-bit word means a word consisting of 4 bytes. So each byte consists of 8 bits, and here 32 bits means it consists of 4 bytes. The opcode for given instruction refers to type of operation that is to be performed. So what type of operation our instruction has to perform. Source and destination field refers to source and destination operand respectively. So here what which is the source. For example, add R1 comma R2 means R2 will become the destination, R1 will be the source. The other info field allows us to specify the additional information that may be needed, such as the index value or an immediate operand. So depending on what type of instruction we are using, so other info field also will be consisting of the additional information related to that type of addressing mode. So using multiple words, we can implement complex instructions closely resembling operations in high-level programming languages. The term complex instruction set computer refers to the processors that use CISC approach results in instructions of variable length dependent on the number of operands and the type of addressing modes used. In RISC reduced instruction set computers, any instruction occupies only one word. The RISC approach introduced other restrictions such as that all manipulations of data must be done on operands that are already in processor register. Okay, so this is about the CISC and RISC type of systems. So here we have one, add R1, R2 and R3. We are going to add the values which are stored in R1 and R2, and we are going to store the values, the resultant value in R3. In RISC type machine, the memory references are limited to only load store operations. So only we are making use of load and store in order to refer to the memory. So here in one word instruction means it consists of how many bits? It consists of 32 bits. So 32 bits are divided into different parts here. So 8 bits are used for opcode, and 7 bits are used for source, 7 bits are used for destination, and 10 bits are used for the other info, as other information, as I have already specified you what are the other type of informations. Like if we are making use of the index mode register, then the index value we are going to add to that. And if we are making use of the immediate type of addressing mode, then what is that immediate value will be stored in the other information list. Or if we are making use of any flags, so that flag values also will be included in this other info. Along with that, is it consists of 4 parts. The one word instruction, encoded machine instruction, it consists of 4 parts. One is opcode, second part is source, third part is destination, and the fourth part is other info. And opcode will be 8 bits, source will be 7 bits, destination also will be 7 bits, and other information it will be consisting of 10 bits. So this is one word instruction. Two word instruction, along with like opcode, source and destination and also other info, along with that you will be having the memory address and the immediate operands. So that value also we need to store in this two word instruction. Three operand instructions. So three operand instruction means it consists of opcode, then RJ, RI, RJ, RK. That is what are the different registers we are going to use. Each register it has to be described using four bits. So here we can see. So 16 register has 16 registers, and 4 bits are needed to identify each register. Each register will be identified using the 4 bits. So here 4 bits will be needed for RI, 4 bits for RJ and 4 bits for RK, along with the other information. So this is about how different types of instructions will be used. So here there are 3 different types of instructions which can be seen here. So first is one word instruction, next one is two word instruction, and the other one is a 3 operand instruction. So this is about the first module of computer organization. Thank you.